Hey guys, it's Ironhide City 17, and this is my review of Transformers Studio Series Voyager Class Starscream. Now, I just got this guy today, being Christmas, so that's when you're watching this, or when this is being recorded. So, and right off the bat, I was ready to love this figure, and I'm gonna be honest, I enjoy this figure a lot. And I've already transformed this guy like 5 or 6 times back and forth, and he is a lot of fun. So, real quick backstory of how I got this guy. I was at my local Target one time, and I actually saw this guy and was like, hey, why couldn't I get that Starscream? And then we put it on hold until Christmas or a birthday, and hey, it ended up being a Christmas gift. So, yay for me. So, Starscream here is, and I'm probably mispronouncing this, but a Lockheed Martin jet. I'll put the correct pronunciation above. Or it could be either an F-16 or F-15. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments, because I'm not very good with jets. And one nice thing about this guy, and this is like the G1 toy, is he has the yellow or amber cockpit, which is really nice. He does come with one accessory, which is this missile launcher or null ray gun, which I will be showing off in robot mode as well. So how you attach it here is there are 2 pegs underneath the jet, and you peg it in like that, and now he's got like a thruster. One minor issue, and the only complaint I have is those are soft plastic, or soft-ish. So, yeah. So, this is just in jet mode alone, the pros outweigh the cons in this mode. There are very few cons. I have just a lot of pros. So, transformation is a lot more fun than I expected it to be. So, I'm going to start at the back of the plane and work my way up. So, to start off, we're going to start off by folding up the front landing gear, and then take these 2 bits right here that look like machine guns. Wanted to make sure I'm zoomed out all the way. And fold these out. And then these panels on the inside will flip out. Then you will take these wings right here and they lift up like that. And I like to just get those out of the way temporarily. So that's one wing up. Can't believe I got both those up without breaking a peg. That's nice. So, once we got both those lift it up. I forgot to flip that panel out. My bad. So, at this point, oh, forgot something. You want to open up this flap and actually bring what are the, or what will be the robot arms out. And, or actually, we'll do the legs first. Sorry. These arms are like easy getting like out of jet mode, but kind of tricky going back in. So for the legs, we'll actually lift these up for a little bit as clearance. Fold these parts where the landing gears are out, unpeg them like so, and then this whole panel where the tail wings are, I like to fold the tail wings so they're flush, and then lift this whole panel up and around. And we'll come back to this in a little bit, so now back to the legs. Split this whole unit in half and then turn it like so. And here's where one of the two clever parts come into play. So you flip this back, flip the actual foot part forward, or the shin, flip out the foot, and then right there, that landing gear makes a very nice heel spur. So do the same on the other side. Bring the leg back, bring the shin forward, flip out the toe, and flip out the heel spur, or landing gear. And there you have the lower half of the figure. And I don't know what that's all about. Anyway, I should have used my tripod. Anyway, I moved up the camera here a little bit. So, moving up to the torso area, we're going to start off by opening up these, or this crotch panel right here, and in here are where the robot arms are stored. So lift those out and then go ahead and unpeg them. There's a peg right at the tip of my nail. Sorry about my lighting. And then a peg hole in there. And they peg together. So bring those out. Just to get some clearance, I like to bring these parts back down. Then bring these portions of the wings you want to unpeg them. Yep. So all right, there we go. We got one out. That give us some clearance for the other one. There we go. So bring those up. Bring out the actual shoulder. Straighten out the arm and flip out his hand. Like so. And there is one arm complete. So say if so the arm was like this originally, so we'll do that again on the other side. Start off by unfolding the arm. Turn it 90 degrees. Flip out the rest of the arm. Unpeg the hand and flip out and turn the wrist so it's in the right spot. Now, open up this panel right here and open up this panel and make sure the nose wheel is folded up or this won't go as smooth. Flip the cockpit, and I'll show you that again. Flip the entire nose cone section around to expose the starscream head. Close this back up, or close the back piece up. And here's where the other cool part comes into play. Wings, because notice he's a bit of a mess right now. So let me angle down here. So these will come up, and you'll notice he has some pegs here near the nose cone. Wow, this camera's really autofocusing. So peg those in. Excuse me for a second. There we go. So, oops. So, last but not least, the wings I mentioned will fold right on up. And there are two pegs on the wing plate that will go into these holes. There you go. That is Voyager class Starscream in his robot form. Now, I'm not gonna lie, but that was actually a really good and very intelligent transformation. Because who could get such a cool robot out of that plane, and vice versa. So, for a quick comparison, here is a Christmas ornament of G1 Starscream. And since he's in robot mode, classics, red alert. Alright, so let me get these guys out here. And just for fun, a portable charger. So, no need for a turntable. So, this guy is actually really cool in my opinion. So, and I'll tell you why. Because not only is he really clean, like they got a really, like, almost kibble-free jet. And, or like, they took a like 99% kibble-free jet plane and turned it into like a 99% kibble-free robot? How is that possible? That is amazing. Literally. Which leads me to another comparison here, really quick. Like, I know airplanes are, you know, hard to get for transformers and stuff, but hey, sometimes because of the kibble, but and a perfect example of that is this guy, Deluxe Class Combiner Wars Blastoff. Because he's got his wings. He's got wings and a nose cone sticking off of him in bot mode. I don't get it. Really? This has jet parts on it and you can still see them. But Starscream is a jet, and you can barely make out the jet parts. So far, if I had to choose between these two, Starscream wins, because he's almost kibble-free, especially from the back. So, seriously, posability-wise is another pro here for him. Head can swivel. He's got a swivel in the shoulders. He has a bicep swivel and a 180-degree elbow. Ball jointed wrist, and the arms collapse back in, which is part of a gimmick. Swivels and hinges in the hips. Thigh swivel, and a hinge knee. So, this guy, super posable. Now, what was that gimmick I mentioned? Well, if you recall from the Transformers Dark of the Moon video game, it was Chapter 8, I believe? Yeah, it was Chapter 8, titled Volcano Overdrive, where you have to fight Starscream. He is one of the bosses, and he has like this missile launching weapon, and that's where this comes in. So how you do that is you actually fold up the hand here, and I believe it's his left hand, I believe it is. Anybody else who has the game, it's a Nintendo DS game, please let me know. He has it like that, which is really cool. So in conclusion, this guy is, I cannot say enough positive things about this guy. Like, and he is not top heavy. Like, there are very few cons I have. Like, there are almost no cons about this toy. So that leads to me saying that I would very strongly, like, very, very strongly recommend picking this guy up. This is on my very strongly recommended list, for sure. Because not only is it a cool robot mode, but he also has, he looks awesome as, like, in both modes. Like, phenomenal. Like, and that actually leads me to the next pro. He has almost no kibble. Seriously. There are no cons. That's right. I'm ending off by saying cons, 0. So, final verdict, very, very strongly recommended. This has been my review for Transformers Studio Series Voyager Class Starscream. This has been Ironhide City 17. Have a Merry Christmas.